Andy Jean burned him. Andy Jean had over 6 catches, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Blake, let's move on to some Andy Jean action. So he's kind of the one I wasn't too. We were talking early in the cast. I don't have much on Jean, obviously, because we talked about it. It was a possibility, but everything just moved very quickly this weekend. As we saw, Jordan Castle seemed like a shoe-in when he had his, but Andy Jean kind of came out of nowhere and said, "Hey, I'm committing today at 2," and then just dropped a little ball on us. He didn't even really have any much Gator photos that he even posted, that was kind of the weird part as well too. But kind of tell us your thoughts on Andy Jean and what you broke down when you saw his tape.
Andy Jean is, I think he's a little bit under the radar. He's like in the 300s in the ranking right now. But, with whenever he started getting more attention his way is when Amari Cooper, I don't know if y'all saw whenever he was giving him a shout out.
Yep.
Whenever, he was talking about Tiger Jones, the speed and skill development. Whenever he was there, Tiger Jones talks highly of Andy Jean. Andy Jean had his best performance in high school this past season against IMG Academy, against 3-star Michigan State commit who's already at Michigan State. And Andy Jean burned him. Andy Jean had over 6 catches, 120 yards, I believe 2 touchdowns. He had his best performance against one of a powerhouse team. And he was actually doing a lot of his damage at the beginning of that game when the game was still in doubt. Whenever he scored his second touchdown, it was 21-14. He was doing a lot of the damage. So when Andy Jean, great route runner, I think he's going to be on the opposite side of Aiden Mizell. But I'm telling you, coming out of Miami, man, I'm surprised, the Florida Gators were able to get him because, I really thought Miami was going to be that team. And whenever you hear from Miami, anybody from Miami, they think Andy Jean is actually the better receiver of the group that the Florida Gators have gotten right now. But Andy Jean is definitely a deep play threat. I'm telling you, I'm really excited about him just as much as I was excited about Aiden Mizell. But this guy's going to be a stud wide receiver for years to come for the Florida Gators.
Yeah, he's ranked 332nd right now nationally. So yeah. I saw a few tweets going around over the last few days because obviously Florida's always been known as DBU. I've been seeing a lot of WRU. And it's exciting because this is something that we've talked about for the last 5 months, Steve and I and everyone who's been on here, is that the wide receiver core is thin. And it's thin no more because we got Andy Jean, Eugene Wilson, Aiden Mizell, obviously, and DeQuavius Story is still on the map. He seemed like a shoe-in when he first talked about it. He pushed his date back. It could be interesting to see if he kind of falls this weekend. I'm not quite sure where his head's still at, but last I checked, he was still heavy Gator. So all those things lining up, I mean, the wide receiver class is looking phenomenal for 2023. And we're going to get into 2024 too. It's already starting for 2024, which is exciting. That's obviously really, really early. But again, the energy that was going on this weekend was electric. Again, this is my first time going to Friday Night Lights, as we all are aware. I didn't know what it was, just because everyone likes to remind me of that. But with going there, it just, I don't know, man, like, I know that it's hard to make it seem big and seem exciting. And obviously the stadium wasn't packed out, but there was a ton of people on the field. And when they got into those corner routes and they were doing one-on-ones and we all kind of huddled up into the end zone, I mean, it just felt like everyone was excited to be there. And then it started in the new facility, which was incredible. You kind of just walked in and you just felt like, wow, like it's just a different vibe. Again, it's Florida's, the stadium's old. Right, we're kind of going through it. It's crazy, like it's old, but that's kind of the history. That's the reason why you go there. You go there for the metal benches. You go there for the ruckus that it brings, and the reason why it is so you can just jam pack people in there. I got kind of a little flack for this too. It says everyone was trying to tell me 90,000 plus. It's 88 is the number. It's like 88,573. Okay, I wasn't wrong on that. I know we like to stretch that number a little bit. It's like, when you're texting a girl, you're like, yeah, it's a little bit bigger, right? Like you're trying to overcompensate there. Like, guys, we can hold 88, okay? We slide a few, but it's the number is 88 according to Google. I think we took some seat sounds. So just want to clarify here. Everyone let me know that I was wrong once again, but no. I was not. I was not on this one.